It's almost Christmas, just like that. Oh, she came in just like that. My name is Mercy Kata, your host as usual for the program, and I have with me here my co-host, my beautiful co-host as usual, Shikemi Isa. Shikemi, how are you doing this morning?
Fine, I'm okay. What
How
about
was
you?
your weekend?
My weekend was great.
Hope you
It
went
was
out.
restful.
Hope it was what?
It was restful. I didn't even plan to go out. My plan was just to rest at home, sleep, and it was good.
Oh, me, I
How about
rested though.
yours?
I slept, but then I was tired at a point. I was like, God, I need someone to take me out, but then there was nobody to take me out. So
Aww.
I just stayed at home. That was how my weekend went.
Wow.
All right, do well to join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM. You can also like our page to get notified anytime we're live to be part of all our programs. You can also follow us on Instagram at Official Ultimate FM and YouTube as well at Ultimate FM, or listen to us live at our website at www.voradiofm.com. All right, the newspaper headlines will be coming to you right after the short commercial break. Do stay tuned. Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081 687 09103, 090 416 266 and 091 374 23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. They enjoy this View Radio.
Hey, gida leave him for me for Pure Radio. Like me, I did enjoy them for me. Haji go na gode.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this View Radio.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to capital of, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081 687 09103, 090 416 266 and 091 374 23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice. Alright, welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on VO Ultimate FM. Don't forget that you can join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM and like our page to get notified anytime we are live to be part of all our programs.
All right, straight to the headlines this morning on the Vanguard newspaper. Reduce checkpoints in Igbo land by 75%. Group writes IGP. Checkpoints matter again. Okay, so this is coming from a group known as Cultural Credibility Development Initiative (CCDI). On Monday, they called on the Inspector General of Police Usman Alkali Baba to reduce what it described as strangulation checkpoints in Igbo land by 75%. Disclosing this in a letter titled Restrangulation of Igbo Land with Checkpoints, dated 16th December 2021, the group, through Chief A.G. Uwa Zurike, President, and Pastor Steve Nwambuko, Secretary, condemned the number of checkpoints in the region, noting that the suffering of travelers are unbearable. Shikemi, I just feel the urge to ask you what you think about this before I even say anything about it, because I can see your expression. You're like, do these people know what they are doing?
From 100%, they should reduce the checkpoints
to 75%,
not 25%.
70. No. They said reduce it by 75%.
Okay, and now it will remain 25%. This thing, I don't think it's the right decision to make, because if you reduce this to 75% and the checkpoint that remaining is 25%, how will the people survive? Let's not forget, we won't forget the fact that there is traffic anytime we want to travel. But though we are complaining that the traffic is too much, but it's still safer for us, because whenever you reach a checkpoint, you will meet a police officer there. So you will feel at ease that, whenever I go to a checkpoint, I will see a naval officer there. So they won't be scared. They'll feel safe traveling. But if now they reduce the numbers of checkpoints to 25%, how would the people survive? The people will even be scared of traveling.
There are some kind of times we as humans, we feel like some kind of decisions we try to make, we think, it's the right one and we're doing it for our own good. But then have we sat to think about the consequences of these our actions? Have we thought about, everything that has an advantage also has a disadvantage? So quite all right, it might ease, the free flow of traffic and is the stressfulness of the journey and all that, because naturally
are we really safe?
Naturally a journey that you should be on the road for like 5-6 hours, sometimes you're on the road for 8 hours, just because there's checkpoints at every point in time. There's checkpoint. Now I wouldn't say fine, do not reduce the amount of checkpoint, because everybody wants to make sure that they ease themselves off the stress this festive season. Fine and all right, but then reducing it by 75%, is that really,
it's even
advisable
wise? If they remove 25% from 100% and it will remain 75%,
instead of saying
saying they want to reduce 75%.
While well-meaning people might be feeling this is a good way to. The people that are bad, they are saying, let's just wait for these people to remove this checkpoint and let them see what we'll be able to do. In fact, we tend to forget that even with the existence of this checkpoint, people still carry out whatever it is they want to carry out. Now imagine reducing it by 75%. Imagine the kind of havoc that it's going to cause, in the country. But
we pray God protection is on every one of us.
That is just our NS prayer.
We don't know what to do.
That's our NS prayer, because it seems like everybody is calling on the government, and sometimes when the pressure is so much, you might want to agree. But then we would just advise that those in power should be wise about the kind of decisions they make this season, because the same people that tell you that do this, they are the same people that when danger starts, they'll tell you that who asked you, and you cannot protect the people that you're meant to protect. So let everybody just be wise this period. That's just my advice. All right, still on the Vanguard newspaper, 58 killed by bandits, Boko Haram in Kaduna, Borno. No fewer than 58 persons were killed over the weekend by insurgents and bandits in Kaduna and Borno state, while 38 were killed by bandits in several villages in Giwa local government area of Kaduna state. 20 were killed by Boko Haram at Kilanga village in Askira Uba local government area of Borno state. This came as President Muhammadu Buhari condemned the renewed terrorist killings in Kaduna state. So as he's trying to calm people down for one, another one is happening. So what exactly are we going to do about this?
when this Boko Haram of a thing first came into existence, we think these people are just killing the non-Muslim. And now
we were thinking it was a religious war when it started initially. So everybody was saying, "Oh, it is the Muslims that are fighting the Christians."
And now they are killing everybody, be it Muslim, Christian, traditionalists. They are just killing everybody.
So now we are wondering, what do you people want?
I don't know.
What exactly do you want? You know, a lot of times when they say they are trying to carry out dialogue with these people, I'm like, that's not wise, because these people, they don't even want to listen to anything. All they're after is they just want to kill. So instead of trying to talk to people
for order, and then, I mean, who is giving them this order?
That we cannot know. We can't know that. Because
was it not yesterday or on Saturday that I was reading the headlines, and I saw when they said they will expose the sponsor of the bandits 2022. Why can't they expose it now for everybody to know?
And look, this is not even the first time that, you know, they are coming out to say, oh, we would expose these people, so why are they not exposing them? In fact, I don't even have an issue if you don't want to expose them. You know them, right? Then punish them. It's as simple as that.
Maybe the person is in higher position than them.
Even if you don't want to expose these people, fine. You say, okay, you would expose.
Because
fine, just punish the people and let them.
Even though they expose these people, they won't still punish them, because they might be of higher rank in the position, so they won't want to punish them or sin. Even if they expose them, they would do nothing about it. So I would just beg them to just please, they shouldn't kill everybody, because if they kill all of us now, who will they rule on? Seriously, you know, whenever I hear something like bandits, I always feel sad, because you know, now they are killing everybody now. So who are the people they will rule on?
These people, do they even, is it, I really, sometimes I sit and I wonder what exactly is their aim, or what exactly is their drive for killing. Because first we thought it was a religious war, so probably you want to Islamize the entire country, but now it's looking like, you are still killing the Muslims. So what exactly is the problem? What do you want exactly? Is it power you want? Is it, because I really cannot just wrap my fingers around what they want. So
what I think is, now all we need is just to pray. Nigeria really need prayers.
So you're one of those people that say, "Oh, let's pray." Look, I'm not against prayers. Yes, I'm a very spiritual person.
You know, we need to pray and we need to take action.
Yes, exactly. That is what I wanted you to say. So it's not just about saying, "Oh, let us pray." So while we're praying, let's make sure that we're backing our prayers up with action. Yes. So if you know that if the government is doing, if we see that the government is really doing their possible best, trust me, Nigerians are going to stand up and
promising that they would surely capture this bandits. But it's as if they are not doing anything.
Promises upon promises.
Even though they are doing something, it's as if they are not doing anything. They should just help us.
True. All right, still on the Vanguard newspaper, I won't stop speaking against injustice, bad governance, Kuka. The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Hassan Kuka, yesterday said he would not stop speaking against bad governance in the country until Nigeria changes for the better. Kuka, who stated this in his homily celebrating 45 years of priesthood and 10 years as bishop in Sokoto, said keeping quiet in the face of injustice and bad governance was nothing but corruption. I couldn't agree less with what he said. You know, even if you are a pastor, you're a bishop, whoever you are, it doesn't stop you from speaking against injustice and bad governance. I hear a lot of men of God say, "Oh, I don't involve myself in politics."
You know, somebody asked me that, how can we just make this corruption of thing go away from Nigeria? And I said, corruption can never go away in Nigeria. Though
it can't even go. It can only be reduced.
Yes. But it can never, because when you see somebody change already, you will see another person that will say, "No, I'm going to do this thing to the last breath of my life." So I don't know what to do about it though, but it's just that corruption can never be swept away in the country. It can be reduced to the lowest
minimum. That's just my take on this. It's the same thing, you know. It's very difficult for us to reduce. In fact, in other parts of the world, there's still corruption. So it's not just like it's only Nigeria. But the thing is, it's really, really high in this part of the world.
It's come to a time whereby Nigeria will be the first criminal on the list of every country It comes to a time that Nigeria will be the list of the criminal offenses that they have in their country.
True. So I think like what the bishop has rightly said, the fact that you're in whatever position you find yourself, it doesn't stop you from speaking against injustice, from speaking against corruption. You know, you can still speak your mind no matter the position you are in. You don't have to say, when I hear men of God say, oh, I don't involve myself in politics, it makes me feel like, do you even know what is going on? Because it's not about,
if said, okay, you don't want to speak about politics, you don't want to involve yourself, if that thing happened to your relative, what would you do?
And when we talk about, when a lot of them say this, what they actually mean is they don't want to contest for any office. Nobody is saying you should contest for any. That is not the point. But
just
then
fight for the right thing.
You can still speak about political things without being involved in it. Do you get? So you can as well just say, oh, I'm speaking against injustice, I'm speaking against corruption, but you are not contesting for any position. You don't necessarily have to be the governor or president to do that. You can be anybody and still fight for justice. That is justice. All right, still on the Vanguard newspaper, we have a lot of headlines on insecurity this morning, and this is supposed to be a happy season, so I don't even know why we are seeing such sad news everywhere.
Everybody's not happy because they are thinking they are not safe traveling to their village. Because now the checkpoint that they put their mind in the checkpoint that at least there is checkpoint that will see police at every corner, but now they want to reduce the checkpoint to 70. They want to reduce by 75%. It will be remaining 25%. I mean,
how is it going to work? All right. Lastly, on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, insecurity. You can end Boko Haram banditry in 6 months. General Magoro tells Buhari, the former Minister of Internal Affairs during the military regime of President Muhammadu Buhari, Major General Mohammed Magoro, retired, said during the weekend that there was no reason the federal government should not end Boko Haram insurgency and banditry in 6 months. Magoro spoke as the national chairman of People's Democratic Party (PDP). Dr. Ihochia Ayu decried the spate of killings going on across the country due to the activities of kidnappers, terrorists, and bandits, saying the country was in a state of war. Now, saying that, okay, fine, we can overcome banditry and Boko Haram in 6 months, it's not just enough to say it. Okay, what solutions are you giving? What are your suggestions?
It's always funny when any government mention of Buhari. What are they doing? Buhari, let's say Buhari is not even doing anything, but Buhari is trying his best. But what are they doing? All they just shout is Buhari is not doing anything, Buhari should do this, Buhari should do that. I mean, the workload on Buhari is enough for him to bear. So they should help.
Why are you pitying him? He's the president.
No, it's not as if I'm pitying
He has the responsibility.
Okay, fine. He's the president.
Yeah.
But he still have some people in table that they can also join hands together to help him. He can't be the only one doing everything.
He's not the thing.
I know he's not the only one, but most people, most government or most politicians Buhari should do this, Buhari should do that.
It's mostly from the opposition party most of the time because they feel like, oh, Buhari is not doing anything. But now you're saying, oh, it's 6 months is enough for the whole thing. So nobody's denying that. Nobody's denying that fact that 6 months is enough. But then you said it. I think you should be able to bring suggestions.
Action,
not even in action because he might not be in the position to do that. Okay. But then as a well-meaning Nigerian, you have said that, okay, you think that this is what can happen. Why not give us the solutions? Why not give the president? Why not give the federal government and state government the solutions? It will accept it. It will bring it in since it's betterment of Nigeria. So you won't want to deny the fact that you want to help. Of course. So you should just give him suggestions. If well-meaning Nigerians have such suggestions and such solutions to our problems, why not bring it forward and let's see how we can help each other in these times. All right, that was it on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. More headlines will be coming to you right after the short commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests. Look no further. Rio Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to Capitolo, nothing is left uncovered. Rio Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081 687 09103, 090 416 26640, and 091 374 23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio. View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. I enjoy this view radio.
Hey, gida leave him for me for view radio. Wallahi, me I dey enjoy am for me. Haji ko na gode.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this view radio.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests. Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to Capitolo, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081 687 09103, 090 416 26640, and 091 374 23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on View Ultimate FM. Alright, straight to the headlines on the Punch newspaper. Shikemi, what do you have for us?
Okay, the headlines on Punch News this morning: COVID-19. Kano government begins mass vaccination exercise. Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State on Sunday flagged off a mass vaccination exercise against the COVID-19 pandemic as part of measure to prevent the spread of the disease. The chief press secretary to the governor, Abba Anwar, disclosed this in a statement in Kano on Sunday. Anwar quoted Ganduje as saying, "We took all the necessary measures that are required to tame COVID-19 in the state. As we are graduating from vaccination of targeted group of population, we now open a new chapter which is called mass vaccination," he said. He commended Alhaji Aligo Dangote, Alhaji Abdulsamad Isyaka Rabiu, Alhaji Aminu Dantata, health workers and security agency for their efforts in managing the pandemic. Well, I think it's good if they begin mass vaccination. That is, they'll be going from one house to another. It's all good, because it's just as if when the mountain did not go to Muhammad will go to the mountain. Yes, since the people don't want to go to the hospital,
and then if you come to my house and I don't want to, I say, I'm not interested, please do not vaccinate me.
You know what? Hey. When you see something that will scare you, you will collect it. They won't even force you to collect it. You will collect it yourself.
You really want to collect it, exactly.
All right, from that one. Ogun police arrest couple after selling baby for 15,000 naira.
50,000. No, wait, did you just say 50? Wow.
Men of Ogun State Police Command have arrested a couple for selling their own 1-month-old baby for 50,000 naira. The couple, Eze Onyebuchi and his wife Oluchi Eze, reside in Ayegbami Street, Ilara area of Oderemo, in the Remo local government area of Ogun State.
Wow.
It even happened here in Ode.
Wow.
The police public relation officer in the state, Abimbola Oyeyemi, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday. Oyeyemi said the suspects were arrested on Thursday following information received by policemen at Oderemo Divisional Headquarters.
Wow. I'm shocked. 50,000. No, now.
Even if it's 50 billion naira, you're not supposed to sell your child.
I mean,
you don't know this child. Maybe this child will be the president of.
You are even going far. You are going far.
Wait, president. I do think this. When you know you don't want to have this baby,
then why
did you bring the baby into this world?
That is my question. You know, some people act like they fell pregnant. You know when someone say when someone says I mistakenly got pregnant, like I don't think anybody gets pregnant.
God will give you this gift, the God that gave you this child, it would surely make a way for you to feed the child.
Thank you.
Some people are looking for this baby and they couldn't conceive.
It's a sad one.
Not of having miscarriage, they don't even conceive.
It's a sad
and
one.
now you are selling your own baby for 50,000 naira.
Just for what?
A peanut. Your money will just spend for a while, and you forget that you spent the
exactly
money, and now you'll be regretting that you sold off your child for 50,000 naira.
I'm speechless. I'm short of
some
words.
Silly things happen in Nigeria,
I'm really short
seriously.
of words to explain how I feel about this whole thing.
Well, away from that one, why Army detained female soldier who accepted corps members' proposal in Kwara. Spokesman. The Nigeria Army on Sunday confirmed the detention of one unnamed female soldier who got romantically entangled with a male corps member at the National Youth Service Corps orientation camp in Yipata, Kwara State. The Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Oyema Nwachuku, in an exclusive chat with the Punch on Sunday, said the female officer violated military laws by getting involved in a public display of amorous relationship with a paramilitary trainee, a corps member.
Okay.
You know,
my take on this, I've seen this before. I initially saw it when the video of the proposal was making rounds on social media, and then I later saw the headline where they said she was detained. But then what comes to my mind is the whole case of Cute Abiola. It's the same thing that came to my mind when I saw it. I'm like, if you know that these things are against the code of conduct of the Nigerian army or whatever, whatever force you're in, why not just try to avoid it?
Well, to me, I don't think she knows that.
Why wouldn't you know that? Why?
It might be a surprise.
I think it's when you go to school, when you newly get into a school, there's a a book they give you, like, these are the laws of the school and all that.
I'm not talking about the guy. I'm not talking about the guy. I'm talking of the girl now.
She's the one I'm talking about.
Maybe she don't know the guy wants to propose to her. It's a surprise thing now. She was surprised that
I really do not know the genesis of the whole story, but then I still feel that she could have been able to avoid that whole scenario. There must have been a way to avoid the entire thing. Exactly.
Even though you want to collect ring of proposal, if you're not denying
and I think the guy should have been wise enough to know that her job might be at risk. Yes, her job might be at risk, so I don't think I should do this. Even if you don't know it, common sense should tell you that there are some things that the Nigerian army does not accept. So maybe they would not accept this one.
Maybe the guy wants to fly off with it that, hey, I proposed to my army girlfriend with that uniform.
Yeah, probably. He wanted to show off.
Which he don't know it will implicate the girl. And the girl knowing that this will implicate her. My own thing is she shouldn't accept the ring. Well, it would be a slap to the guy's face that she did not accept my ring.
I really just hope she comes out of it.
She should just explain to the guy. Maybe she just talk to the guy here and say this thing is against the rule of my job. But well,
it has happened. We just hope she comes out of it. And it's a lesson to other people that might want to go through that same route as well.
And I hope they temper messing with her and just give her like quick available, which take her 1 month.
1 month.
You know? All right, away from that one. It's not your business. Ex-BB Naija housemate Angel reacts to pregnancy speculation. Former housemate in BB Naija Shine Your High edition, Angel Smith, popularly known as Angel, has asked fans to mind their business. She said this while reacting to speculation that she might be pregnant after she was seen having protruding belly in some photos that surfaced online. In the photo, Angel wore a yellow gown and posed in front of a mirror. Hours after the photo surfaced online, some of her fans speculated that she might be pregnant, but Angel, in a post shared on her Instagram story, said, "Stop commenting on people's weight. It's not your business."
Honestly, it's not.
Some of her fans speculated that she might be pregnant, and the former BB Naija house earlier hinted that she would prefer to adopt a child. Shedding light on her plan for the next 5 years during an Instagram live chat monitor in November 2021, Angel said, "I see myself being rich. That is at the top of my list. I want a child, but not one that I would give birth to. I see myself adopting a child, and I say that a lot in the Big Brother house." You know, some people won't just mind their business. They will have something important to do, but they want to talk so that everybody will know, I'm in the building, I'm talking. You know, this is, what's your business if she's pregnant? Are you the one that will take care of the baby for her? Because
you see a lot of times people just feel like,
okay, fine, she said she wants to adopt a baby, but when pregnancy, did you expect her to just remove the pregnancy?
We don't even know if she's pregnant for sure. My point now is whether she's
Even
pregnant
or
she's not pregnant or whatever. I don't really care. What I care about is the fact that a lot of people feel that they need to always say something when it comes to people's business.
They need to just involve themselves in somebody's business. All they want to gain is likes and comment that this person I've spoken to this person.
You know, I don't think it's in anybody's place to say anything about anybody. I don't think so at all. All right, let's go straight to the Guardian newspaper. Okada riders protest alleged police extortion harassment in Ejigbo, Lagos. So commercial motorcycle operators, popularly known as Okada riders in Ejigbo, a Lagos suburb, have protested alleged extortion and harassment of their members by members of the Nigeria police in the area. It was alleged that the commercial cyclists are angry with officers of the division for allegedly turning them to their automated teller machine, ATM, and raiding them on the roads, especially at Jakonde Estate Gate. Look, will this ever stop? That's my question.
At first we were complaining about the union harassing the motorcycle
motorcyclists,
yes.
and now it's policemen.
You know, sometimes the policemen, they will do something that you applaud them, that wow,
but some other times you just feel like taking your applause back.
You know, there's one time where I saw it in the headlines where one governor is saying the police should do what they will accept. Like, you know, you're a policeman now, so you think you are over everybody, you can do anything and nobody will ask you that why did you do this?
True.
Did you know, the last time we read that the policeman arrest one woman cousin brother, and he stabbed the woman because the woman was trying to protect his cousin. Even that, all you need is just say, meet us at the police station if you want to know what your brother did.
Simple and short.
And again, I saw it in headline where they saw someone repairing his car or something, and they confront the person, and the person was like, "I'm repairing my car, as you can see, and I'm going to." All they would do is just slap. Maybe they stab the person or shoot the driver at the arm, and they kill the engine, the person that is repairing the car.
I know most of the times for silly reasons that don't even. You'll be wondering why exactly
are you doing this? You are meant to protect us, and you're using the
the uniform
the
or the
uniform
power that
or
was
the
given
power
to you. Yeah,
overrule us.
it's not
done.
right. It's not right. It's not right. You know, a lot of times I pity these motorcyclists so much because you know you come out in the morning to work and sometimes the passengers will so overprice.
Yes.
You know, in fact, what you are supposed to make, you would
I'm
not
one of
make.
the passenger that overpriced because I'll be going to somewhere I can even trek to, and they said the transport fare is 200. Won't I price it? Of course I'll price it now. It's 100 naira. I know if I could walk to that place, I could walk to the place. So why will I be wasting my
so
money?
you don't want them to
And
eat.
now the ordinary I give to the man, policeman will stop the man and collect the
That is
ordinary
the
from
point
the
I'm
person.
trying to make. So you know they go through
So
a
I
whole
don't
lot.
see.
Policemen will stop
really
them,
not blaming
and
them
then
for
the
saying
task force.
it is 200
Thank you.
naira, and I'm not really blaming
Thank you.
them. but
Sometimes I don't blame them because you know task force will collect their own policemen. At the end of the day,
They
you see
will
they
have
take
nothing
so
to take
little
home.
home, and sometimes they don't even have anything, and
Sometimes they
all
won't even
their
have
work is just
passenger
wasted.
they are carrying. But once they see, the policemen will see that they don't have passenger at their back, but they want to collect money. They don't know even if the person is just coming outside or. That's really, really bad.
It's just unfair, honestly. It is.
Fine, you are at the checkpoint, but did they say you should collect money from the motorists?
That is no, nobody said that.
It's
That
not
is
even in
their
the
job.
constitution that you should collect any money
It's
from
even
anybody.
it's even a criminal offense, so they shouldn't do that.
I mean, motorist is a legal business.
It's not like they're
illegal
doing anything
business.
illegal,
Yes.
of
So why are
course.
you collecting money from them?
I really do hope that things like this
really
change
hope
in
that
this
too,
country,
yeah.
you know, with time. It's high time that we stop hearing about all these kind of things.
That's really- it's
Nigeria
not-
should
it's
have
not
passed
even-
this level by
yes.
now, honestly. All right, to wrap up the headlines this morning, NDLEA nabs pregnant woman with imported skunk, seizes 4,000 kilogram narcotics in 8 states. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested a pregnant woman, Eze Joy Chioma, with 1,442 kilograms of imported skunk, and 4 men, including a 62-year-old Bassi Emmanuel, with 182,000 tablets of tramadol during a raid of 2 clandestine drugstores in Lagos.
You know, whenever they said what a man
It's
can
Christmas
do,
period.
a woman can do better. I'll just look like not all aspect, but now it's becoming silly. That
Is it
whole
hunger?
aspect.
Is
You
it
know,
hunger? Is it poverty?
hunger
What
can't even prompt you
exactly?
to
What
carry
exactly
drugs.
prompts people to do this? Fine, we know that things are difficult. We know the economy is not so
human,
good.
the person that is sending you this thing, is not going by himself because he know it's dangerous.
No,
but you
normally these people are people they just send. It's not
Yes,
like the
but,
real
but
owner.
you
No.
but you will think, well, since the person don't have the mind to, I have the mind because of the money.
I like the way you said it. I have the mind.
No, seriously, it's really this thing
It's
happening in
something else.
Nigeria is
It's
just
something
something
else. It's
A
something. And people
pregnant
don't learn.
woman, for
And
that
people don't
matter.
learn. Like this is not the first
They've been
time we're
hearing this
hearing
case
that
of- and
someone was
so,
arrested. 80-year-old woman was arrested. 70-year-old woman, a 70-year-old man, and
You
still
know,
we
some
keep hearing
people,
about
if they
it.
did not face consequences, they won't learn.
True.
If the
Very
thing did
true.
not happen to them, they won't learn.
They won't
So,
learn. It's true. So
since-
and they should be made
and
to
maybe,
face the music.
Maybe she's thinking that I'm pregnant. If they will arrest me, probably
They
will
won't do
leave me.
anything.
will
True.
leave me.
And I think that is where a lot, because if you look at
They arrested one woman while she was pregnant carrying drugs. They leave her to go because of her condition. And now after the pregnant woman have given birth, she now went back to the business.
if you look at the series of this
with the baby at the back.
you can imagine. If you look at the series of these cases, you would notice that many of the times the people that they use to peddle these drugs, they're actually people that are in vulnerable conditions,
Yeah.
where a lot of times the police or
They
the
just
National
consider
Drug Law
their
Enforcement Agency will be
conditions that
will be
this
forced
is-
to consider either
Yeah.
a nursing mother, a pregnant woman, a very old woman, or someone that is sick. You know those kind of people that when you look at it, just say, oh,
Let me just
let me
leave
just
this
leave
person.
this one. You know that
She
kind
not
of
come
thing.
and die.
So I think that these people, now that they have noticed that okay, this is the kind of tactics they use, probably they should be given punishments.
Yeah.
They should be given stiff punishments regardless of their conditions. Maybe in that way, it's not
Some
like
people- some
I'm
people will even
being
go to the
wicked or
extreme of
anything.
Putting this drug inside them, like swallowing it.
What if it busts?
I watched
I'm
a
shocked.
movie where
I think
this
I've
girl
watched it as
took
well.
the-
Yeah, where she
and
took
it
it
burst
and it
into-
burst and she
into her
died.
belly.
Imagine the kind of danger you put yourself in just because you want to make money. I mean, let's be wise. Let us be wise as people. Let's not be greedy. Let's not be desperate. Let's not be desperate to make money. Even if it's little you have, manage it.
Because it's a piece
one
of
day
mind
at a time. You would survive. You would. You won't break down.
Ming, my mom would say it. Whenever I ask my mom for money and she say, I don't have this money, I would say, you say, the little you have,
manage it.
As far as your own, you did not go and borrow.
Yes. You did not beg. You didn't do any criminal
activity to get it. Because if you go and borrow this money and you did not refund the money, and the person come and the time you say, I will give you back this money so time, and the time comes and you cannot pay the money, you will not have peace of mind.
Of course, true.
Just like people that borrow loan from Lapo and you couldn't pay the money, they will just lock you up in one toilet. And I mean, so, well, some people are really, really desperate to get something.
Yeah, that's
my advice is just make sure whatever you want, and if you cannot do it, just hold on, be patient, because if you are patient enough, the thing will definitely come to you.
True, very true.
So why are you being in haste? Why are you desperate to have the thing?
We wonder.
Well,
all right, that was it on the newspaper headlines this morning on the breakfast show. More gist to be coming to you, more topics. We'll be discussing more things with you after this short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio. View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. They enjoy this VO radio.
Gida leave him for me for VO radio. Wallahi, me I enjoy them for me. Haji ko na gode.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this VO radio.
Welcome back to the breakfast show this morning on View Ultimate FM. All right, so last week we started a series. We talked about pride and patience last week. I remember, where we talked about how pride wasn't actually bad in the sense of the word, but then it was, the overdose, that exaggerated, So that is when it gets to arrogance and all that. And then on Friday, we talked about patience, how, patience is a virtue, and whatever thing you do, you have to be patient. If you're dealing with people, even with yourself, you have to be patient because it saves you from a whole lot of things, and it also makes you, have good health. I know we emphasized, peace of mind. We emphasized on that. And today we're going to be talking about modesty. A lot of times when someone says, I like someone that is modest. You find out that when you ask the person, what is modesty? The person doesn't even know what modesty is. The person is just saying, oh, I like people that are modest. I like women that are modest.
Well, to me, I think modesty is the state of feeling humble shy or not being
pompous.
Excessive,
My own definition of modesty is not being too proud of your achievements or yourself.
Yes.
So it's not like you don't have achievements. You have achievements, but then you just feel like you don't have to blow the trumpets. So
I say I'm not a proud person, no, but I have this in my house.
that is not modesty. Thank you. I like that example you gave. So when someone says, I'm not a proud person, or I don't want to show off, but I have 5 cars.
What's that? Okay, why are you doing?
Why is that being modest?
You're not bragging.
But then being modest is when someone tells you, oh, you're beautiful. You already know you're beautiful, but then you just say, oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Yeah. It's not you saying, I know. I was expecting that answer. It's not you saying, oh yeah, I know. God made me. God made all of us beautiful.
What's wrong with this one?
God did not make any one of us ugly. So what's the whole I know about? Or when you are given an award and you are really grateful, not saying, oh, I know I deserve this award. We know you deserve it, but then you don't have to rub it in the faces of people. So being modest is just general, like the word says, it's being moderate. Yeah. It's being average. So even if you have achievements, even if you have everything in the world, you are super rich, but then you still respect people, you still treat people equally, you still don't want to rub it off in their faces. In fact, I've seen people that they have money. I learned something from someone. So she's really, really rich and all, like she has everything, but she knows that her appearing a certain way might intimidate other people. It's not like she's even supposed to actually care, because it's the money she has, it's what God blessed her with, but just so she will not make the people around her feel bad, she has chosen to dress moderately, do everything moderately, not fling money around, not show everything. Modesty saves people from a whole lot of things. We're going to that. A whole lot of things. So as a modest person, you know that you don't show off. Someone that is modest would not show off.
The people that do this on modesty of a thing are people that are average people. People who don't even have up to.
They are the people that always raise their shoulder. That kind of thing.
What's that?
But people that actually have most times.
Oh.
And in fact it boils down to everything, even in their sense of dressing. They usually say rich men do not wear flashy things. It is the people that don't have so much. They're the ones that will wear all the bling bling, all the gold, all the silver, all the diamond, and you'll be like, but you don't have so much. But the people that have these things,
they from them and say, hey, this, that,
and that is one of the things that modesty saves us from. It saves us from danger, from a whole lot of circumstances.
When you boost everywhere, you make money everywhere, you're endangering your life.
True.
Because when you say I have this, and I have this, when someone that don't have it and you're using this thing to brag to them, they will surely come for you. They will surely want to take that thing you have that is making you to brag over them.
True.
So I just think modesty is the best thing you need to do. Just be humble, be calm, be a shy person, not a foolish person. A shy person. Shy is different for foolishness,
Sure. Okay, so a lot of people might be asking, okay, being modest is not so bad, but then how can I be modest? Some people don't even know how to. Some people are born into an environment where they have to be loud. Some people have lived in that kind of environment for so long, so right now they don't even know how to just be on a low. I think that's the word, on a low. They don't know how to just be on it and just don't bring too much attention to themselves. So how to be modest? Firstly, you have to have a healthy impression about yourself, a healthy and realistic impression about yourself. So do not start telling yourself I am this when you are not. And even when you are, tell yourself, okay, I am rich, but then I choose not to show off my riches. Tell yourself, you have to be very, very intentional about it, not just saying I will do it. You have to look at yourself and say, okay, I am this, I am this, I am this, or I have this, I have this, I have this is what I have, and this is what I'm going to cope with. Do you get? So you have to be realistic with yourself. When you want to fly a plane, you are not going to be able to afford first class. Tell yourself, I cannot afford first class, and I will not even care about what people say. I can afford business class or economy, and then I will go for what I can afford.
In classroom, like in a classroom, you know this thing, but they say you don't even know this thing. You run and stuff. I know it. IT kid, I do know. And now it's time for exam. Okay, fine, everybody did the exam. Okay, bring your results. you always stand up in the class to answer questions. So let's see your results.
You know, people that are pompous, a lot of times they cannot ask questions, and that takes me to my second point. If you want to be a modest person, you have to seek constructive criticism, and you have to be ready to accept what people tell you.
You don't know these things.
You don't know all.
I know it.
You have to be ready to accept.
And when they ask you,
criticism.
you say, wait, let me. But you know it already. So why did you want to check the internet?
You have to be ready to accept the criticism. You know, people that I always tell people that if you are humble, you should not be the one to tell people I am humble.
Yes. Of course.
People should be the one to tell you that, I like you, you have humility. Yeah. So as someone that is modest, you should not be the one to tell people that, I am modest. Yeah. People have to be the one to be able to tell you that, I've noticed this about you. I've noticed this about you. I think you should work on this. I think you should improve. I think you are doing well. You know, that kind of thing. And you should be open to criticism. People that are modest are not the ones to shut people down when they try talking to them. So you have noticed something about me and you want to, I'm like, who are you to talk to me?
Yeah.
Who are you to talk? You're not even up to my level. No, that when
a guy toasts girl, and the girl was like, let's say the guy is average person and the girl is son of daughter of a rich person. Say, who are you to toast me? Like,
and now, like Shikemi is saying, it takes us to my third point. Always resist the urge to brag about yourself and the things you have. So now we know you are super rich. We know you are intelligent. We know you are the top in your class. We know you are this. You have several awards. But then do not always brag about yourself. You know, whenever you catch yourself wanting to do that, hold yourself and say, no, not today. I won't do it today. I won't do it. Because every single time you brag about yourself, you not only make people around you feel bad, you also make your enemies, people that don't like you,
when
they start saying,
when they ask question in class and you be the one to stand up, like everybody now sees
that what exactly
is this issue everybody in
asking
class
questions in class?
Because I have one girl in my class, that girl, whenever they ask question, not that everybody don't know the question. So, ma'am, the person would have not even asked.
But you know, some people are just they just know it naturally. They just want to do it.
It's not as if, okay, fine, we know you know it, but let the woman ask the question before you stand up. The woman has not asked the question. You just say, "Ma, I know it. Ma, what was that?"
She get me sorry. She won't do it again. All right, and then another thing is always accept compliments without an ego. Like I said earlier, so someone tells you, "Oh, you have a beautiful dress on," instead of you to say, "Oh, thank you," say, "I know. I bought it for 2 million." Yeah. Nobody asks you that.
Or maybe they mistakenly eat your bag or something. Why would you eat my bag? Do you know how much it's cost? What's that? What's the meaning of that?
And then, you know, going to the part of lifestyle now, how to live a modest life. Always make sure you live within your means. So, you know, you can, like I said, in part of the, you know, flying a plane, you know, you cannot afford this. Go for the other thing you can always, you know, sometimes even if you can afford it, just try to say, today I won't fly first class. I know I can afford it, but I just feel like flying business class. In fact, I just want to mingle with people in that particular class. That is you someone being modest.
Like, it's just be a rich man boarding a commercial bus where you know you can call your driver at any time to come and take you to this place. True. But you prefer staying in where everybody's staying and just like, you know,
of course,
when you're in commercial bus you just be laughing.
It's true, because you see a whole lot. It helps you to meet new people, experience new things and all that. And then lastly, when it comes to modesty, try not to worry about whether anybody is impressed about you or not.
You are not meant to impress anybody.
This trying to impress has put a whole lot of people in trouble. You know, you're trying to, you walk into a place. In fact, when you are leaving your house, you are telling yourself, as I'm entering that place today, I want to show them. What are you showing? You know, a whole lot of times you end up embarrassing yourself because the same people you are trying to impress, they are not even impressed.
Putting a whole lot of person in
on
trouble
yourself,
because the people might want to imitate you, that this thing you're doing, you can't be the only one doing it. I will imitate you. That's why Tonto Dike said, don't imitate people on social media.
Because you don't know.
impression of a thing happen in social media, where celebrities they impress a whole lot of people, their fans, and make them it will prompt them to do what they are not meant to do.
So don't just put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Bottom line, do not try to impress. Be yourself at all times. If you're a modest person, it will show. You don't have to try your best, strive to be what you are not. You get?
No, you can try to be a modest person when you know what you're doing. It's not right. You can try to be a modest person, and humble person.
Of course, but never try to go above. And sometimes you even end up taking away your standards and your values and your self-worth, all in the name of you want to impress one person or the other. So do not try to impress. I really do hope you enjoyed that little lecture or that little talk on modesty this morning, and I hope you learned a lot from it as well. Shikemi, do you have any last words before we wrap up this morning?
Well, since we're talking about modesty, I'll just advise people to be humble at any point in time. Even though you have this thing, just be an humble person. Just be don't be a pretentious person. Don't pretend you have something you don't have.
Very true.
Don't fake things.
Very true.
That's just my advice.
All right, like Shikemi has said, do not fake anything. Just be yourself and be modest and humble at all times. All right, that was it on the breakfast show this morning on VO Ultimate FM, and we leave you with this Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.